Hey, you guys, I just wanted to say a quick hello. I am very, very busy because I'm moving, and there's a lot of, if you've ever moved in your life, then you know there's a lot of details to manage, logistics, but it's not just that. It's not just the physical items. It's not just phone calls. It's not just dealing with utility companies and all kinds of companies and just, management of the physical world. It's not just management of things. It is management of time. It's management of money. That's physical. But above and beyond that, moving is such an intense, and physical in the body too. But the reason it takes so much out of your body, takes so much out of your physical vitality is because it is this emotional, psychological, spiritual undertaking. It's huge. It's massive. And it's a big deal, even if you're moving in the same town, same city, down the block, that's still significant because you are moving energy and you have the choice to, you have choices of what to do with the energy, your energy, the energy of where you used to be, which is never just your house or apartment, whatever it is. It's never just that. It's never just the material. It's never just the physical. It's always of the spirit too. It's always energy too. And I'm not just telling you this because it's happening in my life. I'm telling you this because this is a metaphor. We have an eclipse tonight. It is a full moon in Capricorn. It is a lunar eclipse opposing Cancer planets. And I don't want to be technical here, so let me just say there's this lineup. There's this lineup in Capricorn, and there's this lineup in Cancer. But it doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be conflict. Oppositions usually are some sort of imbalance. It doesn't have to be to the death. However, there's going to be something, be it material or spiritual, that needs your attention, and you're going to have to sort through it, the many things, spiritual or material. You're going to have to sort through them and decide, as if you were moving, am I going to take this with me or am I going to leave it behind? Am I going to take this or am I going to leave it? Am I going to take this? What am I taking? What do I not need? What's in my way? What do I love? This is a very intense process. So many of you listening to this are not moving. But some of you probably are listening to this, so you're in it with me. You know exactly how it feels. If you are moving this month, then you know this behavior of spiritual sorting and material Sorry, I'm staring off into space here because I'm just processing and thinking about all this and thinking about this metaphor and thinking about how certain details have to be figured out before anxiety can be reduced. And I think it's the same thing today. So hopefully you're listening to this today and you're going to find that detail that can reduce your anxiety, because eclipses are a lot of energy. Full moons are a lot of energy. But there's always, there's always a scavenger hunt with this stuff, you guys. There's always, who's writing to me? Okay, sorry, checking my phone. There's always something we need to find with these heavy-duty transits, with these intense transits, with these majestic, unbearable, painful, lucrative transits. There's always something you have to find. And you know how you start? You start by finding it in your chart, for sure. You find that sign, Capricorn in particular. And you find those late degrees, or I guess mid-20s, more like it. 23, 24, 25, Capricorn. I actually don't have my book in front of me, so I'm trying to remember. It's at 24, right? But give it a little bit of an orb, 23, 24, 25 degrees, Capricorn. You find where that is in your chart, and you know there's a release or a culmination. There is closure. There's an open window. There's an open door. You can step out of your old life completely if you want to. I mean, for some of us, stuff just gets taken. People under hard transits, if you've ever had a very hard transit in your life, including the Saturn return, of course, then you know what it's like to lose something you don't want to lose. And yes, Saturn and Pluto are all mixed up in this, so there's going to be losses. So some of you, it's going to be harsh in that way, and I feel it. I feel your pain. For some of you, it's going to be more neutral, neither here nor there, maybe nothing so big. It might not be up to much in your chart, or maybe just making nice little conversations. And then some of you are heading towards something really big and really good, and some of you, it's a combination. Most of us, it's probably a combination. So you want to check your chart. If you don't know how to do that, there are many resources available. You can always hire me, of course, and I can help you with that. But you want to check your chart. You want to know where this is happening because you want to do your homework and study the house. The chart is divided up into these 12 pieces, houses, which represent various areas of life. You want to know where this release, this culmination, this closure, this new life, I mean, you can't go there if you don't know anything about where you're going. I mean, even just a little bit, just a little. It's probably best not to know everything, but know just a little. And you can study that house. That'll still give you just a little, not too much, just a little. And you read the great ones, you know, you read the great, you read the great astrology books, you read the history, the past about the houses. And you get some insight. And you think about it. Then you think about your life. You know, people often want, and I don't blame them for this, they often want the big, exciting revelation. But you know how we prepare for that, or how we can make those happen, so to speak, is by giving it space. I promise you, you will have more revelations and more big insights about your own life, and you will increase your own psychic ability in regards to your own life or other people's. The more other people's lives, the more time you make for being quiet and getting away from your phone and being even more quiet and more still and more quiet and more still and more relaxed, and create this calm surface. You do that, you're going to see and you're going to know a lot more than you do now. This is a fact. So that's your eclipse homework for anyone who's on my team here, anyone who knows me, who knows my work. I'm not big on YouTube, so if you're listening to this, you may know me from the other stuff. But that's the homework for today. You want to return to your chart. You want to read a little bit about that house, your Capricorn house, and you want to sit quietly for 30 seconds, for a minute, for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 15, 20 minutes. Just sit there. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. If you want to book a reading, if you want to be a patron, that information will be in the description box. And once I'm settled, I will be back a lot more. Happy eclipse, you guys.